Good morning, friends. It's Tuesday, October 18, and I'm back with a new floss tube. I don't know which number. I don't know, but you know, I'll put it on the video. It's been a while. It's been 6 weeks since we last spoke, and it's been some crazy weeks, strange weeks over here. So, but more on that later. Yeah, welcome to Stitchy Things. I'm sorry, I'm a little out of practice. Yeah, because it's been a while, I have a lot to show you and I don't want this to be a very long video, so let's start. This is take number I don't know what, so this one has to do. Okay, let me start by showing you what I've been working on. First whip. I'm sure you know I'm stitching this for my middle son and his girlfriend. And I have a little finish. I have two little finishes. Okay, since we last spoke. And I only need to do one more and then it's finally finished. I didn't iron anything. I always iron when I finish the piece, so it's kind of wrinkly because of the Q-snap. Oh, my needle. I'm sorry, I'm out of practice. Look at it. Don't you just love it? When we last spoke, I was working on Yoda. And look at him now. He's so cute. And then I went on to Chewbacca. This one is for the month of October. And Han Solo is coming over here on the BB-8 spot. And then it's finished. Don't you just love it? It was a hell of a work, but yeah, I loved every minifig I stitched. Yeah, I'm not sure if I would stitch it again though. I don't know. But I love it. I love it. So maybe I will stitch a few minifigs in a row, but not the whole piece anymore. Because at least not on 36 count, 2/2. Anyways, almost finished. Let me see. Then I've been working on Winged Ferret. Oh, Star Characters is by Geo Creations on Etsy. So I forgot to tell you. And I'm stitching it 2/2 on 36 count. I told you that also. So on to the next. Winged Ferret. Artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffith and charted by Hate. I love this one. I love all my projects. And this is what I have to, oh, I had to frog a lot on this one. Also not ironed. And this is what I have so far. I started the hair over here and over here. And I had to frog this whole section. And I had some more down here. And I took this out, and I'm sorry. Hi Mariska, I got your message. Sorry, it distracted me. Yeah, hair. So I frogged this and I frogged this. And I could adjust over here because it's a row and I had to take a few stitches out. I put a few new back in and then I had to stitch this all again. And it looks like it's not much, but it was a lot. It was a lot, but yeah, I'm making progress now. I'm working on the girl, so yeah. Oh, I have all my notes and it's a bit of a mess, but that's okay. Then I told you last time I wanted to do my daily threads on pandemic. So I started doing that and I got a lot done. I forgot I totally forgot to take pictures of where I was the last time, but yeah, maybe maybe I will remember. Yeah, I'm not going to start again filming, so this is what I have so far. Let me see, what did I put in? I finished this flower, I think, and I put in this whole row. I don't know what it is. Well, I think I was working on this flower, so I finished this, and so I have some progress. So yeah, slowly I'm getting there. I think it will be finished in about 8 years or so. I don't know. No hurries, no hurry. Well, okay, I put all my projects over here, and I hope they stay on the footstool. Then I was working on Sampler September. Yeah, Sampler September. And I'm stitching. I'm not sure if I have a cover picture. I'll put in a picture here. It's called A Sampler from Zeeland by Jacob, Modern Folk Embroidery. And I'm stitching this, oh no, I'm stitching this on a, what was it, 28 count? 28 count 1/1. And I made a mistake. A little one. It's a bit greenish, the fabric. Oh, and I love how it looks. So tiny. This is 14 centimeters. So it's very small. I made a mistake over here somewhere. I don't know. And if you look closely, there's one stitch, but I can't remember which one. So this is how far I got. Not very far. And that's because of a new start. But I'll show you in a minute. So still loving this. Still going to finish it. Just not now. Then I was working on my Sweet Biscornu by Barbara Anna. And it's going to look like this. So very cute. On the same fabric. This feels a little stiffer. I don't know. I think it's almost the same fabric. Wait, let me put my flosses. And I finished the second bird. So it's so very cute. I really love it. Yeah. And I think the colors look great on the fabric. So I thought a Biscornu is a very quick stitch. Well, if you have 1,000 projects, then it's not. I'm always fussing with the needle. So, yeah. I did a little bit on this. No, this is other fabric. This is called Star Sapphire. A 32 count. Yeah, Star Sapphire. Next, I had a new start. I was very happy to start this one. I bought this pattern in August at the Handwerk Boutique. And it's called Trick or Treat by Cottage Garden Samplings. I love this. And I was so happy to start this one. And I'm stitching this on a 32 count, 36 count, a warm purple. Let me see if I have the tag in my project bag. Oh, and I'm using my homemade Halloween project bag. But it's fabric by Tamas. Nicolas Flamel on Etsy. Nicolas Flamel is, oh, here. It's called, where are my glasses? I can't see a thing without them. Found them. yeah, something went wrong there. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit out of practice and I'm nervous and yeah, I'm sorry. Let me take a sip of water. Okay, the fabric is Warm Purple by Nicholas Flamel on Etsy, and it's a 32 count. So yeah, let me show you how far I got. I need a board for every project so I can fix it before I start filming. Anyway, this is what I have. I'm not doing one piece. I'm stitching each and every one separately, and I'm making little pillows out of it. So look, isn't it cute? And the fabric is just gorgeous. It's more purple in real life than it's showing up on camera. It's a little muted on camera. Is that a good word, muted? It's a bit more purple in real life, but yeah. So, and I've started this on my first day back at work, 13th of September, and I was happily stitching. I was completely happy with my project, and then I got a phone call, and it totally knocked me off my socks. So let me start this project first so I can explain. In my most beautiful bag, because this project deserves to be in my most beautiful bag. The phone call I got was from my brother that my cousin had a brain bleed and died on the spot. Yeah, it sounds a bit harsh as I say it like that, but that's how it went. The Monday night before, he was at home doing his thing, and then he collapsed and was brain dead. And my cousin and I grew up together. He was 3 months older than I was, and he was healthy, he was active, he played tennis, he enjoyed life at the fullest, and now he's gone. And I can't. That's why I've been away for 6 weeks, because I was so sad. I couldn't film. I stitched a lot, but we all were completely, yeah, I don't know. We were, yeah. So as you know, I made the rooster alphabet sampler for my mom to commemorate my dad, and I made one for my aunt. My uncle was my goduncle. I don't know how to say it in English, but I made the rooster alphabet sampler for my aunt too in red. I'll put in a picture here, and I'll put in the blue one I made for my mom, and now I'm making one again. So every time I'm stitching this one, it's not good. So let me explain first why I picked this particular pattern. It's because my dad's name and my uncle, because they were brothers, and my maiden name, is that how you call it, is Hanen, and it means roosters in English. So yeah, obviously my mom used to collect all these little figurines, all these roosters. So yeah, when I saw the alphabet sampler, I thought that's a great pattern to stitch for my mom to commemorate that, and for my aunt to commemorate my uncle. So now I'm stitching this for my cousin's partner. She was yeah, we had the funeral. I think it's not in a church or anything, because we are not that religious, but and it wasn't in a funeral home as well. It was in some he lived in Utrecht. He was from, we all were born in Venlo, in the north of our province. And when I was 8 years old, we moved to Maastricht. And my cousin came every year with Carnaval. He came to Maastricht because he did his study here. He studied here in Maastricht. And he came back every year to celebrate Carnival. So we saw each other every Carnival's Monday. We saw each other at my brother's house. And yeah, he was a big Carnival lover, vastelovend. He loved it for the Dutchies, but I'm not sure if every Dutchie knows vastelovend, but it's a word for Carnival. So when the funeral was over, at the end, you walk past the coffin. He wasn't in a coffin, and he was in a big basket. He was a tall guy. Anyways, and then they played this carnival song, Maastricht carnival song in Maastricht dialect. I can't talk. I'm sorry. I'm still a bit emotional. And they had in his card, there were 2 lines from that song. So I stitched 1 over 1, and it was no joke because this is a 32 count, and 1 over 1 is very teeny tiny, just as my sampler from Zeeland. So yeah, this is what I have so far. I'm making a pillow out of it, so I'm not going to frame it. It's going to be a long pillow. I'm using DMC 4130. Yeah, 4130. Because my cousin as a child was ginger. He had ginger colored hair. He was a ginger, I don't know. But the color reminded me of my cousin. So yeah, this is the rooster. I made a little mistake because this space is 1 stitch too high, but there are all these dots that are coming in the pattern. Oh, I can't talk. Well, anyways, it doesn't matter. And this is the lines. I don't know if you can read it, but yeah. It says, dich bis het zonneke, ja dich alleen, als ik dich zien, dan bubbelen mijn been. And it means something like, you are my little sunshine. Yes, you alone. Yes, only you. And when I look at you, my legs are bubbly. I don't know, wobbly. My legs are bubbly when I look at you. Are wobbly, something like that. But anyways, it's a carnival song, this it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be serious. And then I'm putting in his name and his nickname, because his name was Martin, and they called him Rooster because of our last name. And so I'm putting that in here, and then the year he was born, 1970 and 2022. So yeah, well, now you know. So yeah, this was very emotional to stitch, but yeah, go on and on to the next. I can't talk about it anymore, sorry. Yeah, and because I was so sad, I needed something to cheer me up. And what better way to cheer you up with a very colorful pattern. Hello Pumpkin by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. And I made a decent amount of progress. I don't know if you can say that like that. And I don't like stitching in hoops, but this one is very light, very tight, but it's just like Q-snaps. I'm looking for a stand now. I'm seriously looking for a stand because I can't hold this. I keep this to my body and then I'm stitching like this. It's a bit, yeah. So, and then I switch to my hand, but no, it's not comfortable stitching. But yeah, look at it. Look at the colors. As I did the last few weeks I made a mistake in this as well. So I adapted the tree because I've started in the middle. Oh, with the yellow leaf. I started with the yellow leaf and I worked my way down. And then I thought, oh, this is going well, because I have seen a few Flosstubers who were stitching this, who had a mistake in it. And Erin, 2 Martini Stitcher, was talking about it way back when I started stitching. And I remembered, so I was very mindful not to make mistakes. But hey, I was distracted, I was grieving, I don't know, name it. And so I made a mistake. But I adapted the tree. I made it something so it still looks like a tree. And then this side is okay. But on this side I'm one stitch off and I can't figure out where I went wrong. So I thought, you know what? I'll leave it in and I'm stitching on. So I put in the owl. I started to put in the owl from down here and worked my way up. And then I noticed I was touching this leaf. So I had to frog it the day before yesterday. And I put in this last night. So yeah, it's so cute. And the colors are so pretty. So I can't wait to finish this one. Yeah. Then I've started another new project, but I've started knitting again because it brings me comfort. So I took out of this shelf, you can't see it because I rearranged it, but they really came out of that piece of, I don't know, they came from that. And it's called the Hog Shot. It's a scarf by Casa Pinka. Let me see if I have a cover picture. Yes, I have. It's going to be this one. And it's not symmetric. Let me see, because on the other page it's going to look like this. And I've started working on this little corner. And this is what I have so far. I've ordered this yarn in June 2020. And I love purple, as you know. So, and when you bought the pattern, I think it was for charity because of breast cancer month. Is that in June? I think it is in June. So, and when you bought the skeins of yarn, you got the pattern for free. The yarn is by Felt Fusion. She's a yarn dyer in the UK. And this is what I have so far. This is my tiny point. You start on this point and then you work your way up. So, yeah. It's very soft. It's a merino wool. It's very soft. And this is the only wool I can wear, because other kinds of wool, it's itchy and scratchy, and so I only knit with merino. So I've been working on that for a little bit, and then I've been working on my Cathedral Woods goddess. Excuse me, I was sick last week and I still have my cough. That's why I'm a little pale. So anyways, this is how she looks. Excuse me for the crinkle, but I'm going to take it out of the plastic to show you. She is so gorgeous, really, and it's a joy to stitch. The only thing, because I was watching, I don't know who was talking about it, the difference between a Mirabilia and a Nora, no, not Nora Corbett, the other ones. They have the fancy ladies as well. Oh, I can't remember. It's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know. You have these two, and it seems that the patterns are more clear from the Bella Filipinas. Bella Filipinas. I don't know which Flosstuber was talking about it, but, and that got me thinking, I do have a little problem with reading the chart, because if you stitch from the chart, I don't think it gives you any problems. But if you make a copy, I know, can I show you a little corner maybe? It's not that clear. The lines are not that clear. So I'm having a little bit of a struggle, but I don't know. I was going to talk in Dutch. But it's fine. I love the pattern, so I don't mind. But I would like to try a Bella Filipina to compare the patterns. So this is what I have. I'm stitching her on a 28 count. Yeah, 28 count Marbled Bunny by Expo Design. And here she is in half her glory, because I'm halfway there. Last time we spoke, I showed her I had finished the antlers, and I'm not sure if I had the hair in. I'm not sure. And I started working on the feathers and branches and all the, look. And I think the conversion I did for the silks are looking pretty nice with the new color purple I picked. So I hope you can see it. Yeah, look at her. Isn't she pretty? Oh, well, I can look at her all afternoon, really. I'm only stitching on her on Sundays, but as I had to work last Sunday, I couldn't stitch. Well, I was supposed to work all weekend because I was sick. I took Saturday to rest or to feel more better. I don't know. And then I started working on Sunday. So yeah. But I couldn't work on, where's this coming from? Oh, from this one. Look, I showed you these tins, and I had this teeny tiny scissors by 1, 2, 3 stitch, and they fit right in the tin, and all the floss is in the tin, scraps of floss. Okay, and then my last project, my last whip I've been working on is Winged Fairy by Hate. I put in a picture here. They call it a quick stitch, but I don't know where the quick is in the quick stitch, but it's smaller, but I don't think it's very quick. But that's me, I guess. I did some work on this one because I love it so much, and there was a sale, a Hate sale. I was watching a new Flosstuber, which I'll mention at the end, but she had a lot of Hate patterns, and she showed a little parade of the Hate patterns she has, and I thought, oh, I need to work on the Winged Fairy again. And then there was a Hate sale, and it was 50% off, and I immediately went to the website and checked my wish list, and I thought, no, I have all these patterns, and yeah, I did good. I didn't buy any Hate patterns. Well, remember what I said, Hate patterns. Okay, Winged Fairy, this is what I have. I've put in, oh, I don't know, I forgot to check how much I have now. Oh, I can't remember. I think I put in about 700 stitches, and I put them in here, and I put in this color. I had this line, but I put in all this confetti, and I think this, but I'm not sure, I'm sorry. I totally forgot to make pictures of all the projects I've worked on. What did I put in for one? I don't know. But yeah. Oh, I think I made a picture. Let me look it up. If I have a picture, let me show it like this. And I will put in the picture of where I was here, if I have it. I think I do, because this was the last project I picked up again. So yeah. So those were all my whips. I don't have finishes, but I do have 2 FFOs, 2 fully finished objects. And I made something else. Well, first let me show you what I FFO'd. I framed something myself. It didn't go quite as I wanted to, but it's okay. And then I picked up something from the framers. First, let me show you what I've been framing. This is called, yeah, Have the Lambs Stop Screaming, I think it's called, by the Witchy Stitcher. I don't know. I look it up and I put it in the screen, but as you can see, it's a bit curvy. I framed it a little bit curvy. I thought, excuse me, I thought I would be clever, and I watched Vonna Pfeiffer's tutorial about lacing, and I thought, oh, it's going to take so much time, and I didn't have the energy, so I thought, let me make my own sticky board, because a sticky board, you can get it in the Netherlands. So I had some mat board, and I have these big sticker, double-sided sticker sheets, and I thought, I'll make my own. It all went perfectly well until I put on my stitching, and it was completely crooked. So I ripped it from the sticker sheet, but you know what I mean. And then I put it on again, and I pulled it tight, but it's still a bit curvy. And I had it on my desk, and I looked at it every day. And after a few days, I thought, who cares? It's in my bedroom. And if I'm okay with it, my husband will be okay with it as well. But he noticed. He never noticed something like that. And he said, it's not really straight, is it? And I said, I don't mind. And neither do you. So this is our anniversary piece, because our first date, we went to see The Silence of the Lambs. Very romantic, as we are. Not. Anyways, and then I needed this to be framed before December, because as of the 1st of December, I'm going to take this out and place it downstairs on the shelf. Look. 'Tis the Season by Blackbird. Excuse me. I put in, I'm not sure if you can see it. I put in the English words, 'tis the season, and not the French. But it's not showing up on this fabric on camera, I think. Yeah, maybe a little bit. But I'm so happy with the frame. The color is perfect. And I didn't want to I didn't want to have a big ornate frame, a bit like this one. Oh, by the way, this one is from, for the Dutchies, is from Action for €2, I think, 2 or 3 euros. And it was a bronze colored, but it was too bronzy for the stitching, I thought. So I put a little sponge with some acrylic paint, black, and I dabbed, I don't know, the paint. So it's not that shiny anymore, and it's more black. But the bronze color is showing up here and there. So yeah, sorry, I forgot. And then I picked this one from the framers. She came with a green frame, but no, it wasn't, how you say it? I don't know. Green wasn't the right color. And then she came with this one, because, oh yeah, I was telling you about, I don't want to have, or didn't want to have a big ornate frame, because I'm always a bit scared that it takes away from the stitching, because this is such a beautiful pattern and I love it. And I think with the branch, the strain of how do you call it in English? Hulst. It's hulst in Dutch, but I don't know. The Christmas leaves. They are so what's the word? Delicate, and the little berries. And I thought if I put it in a big frame, I don't know. I wanted something more modest, I think. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the result. They did a perfect job, and yeah. And then I saw Jasmine. She crocheted pumpkins, and I thought that is what I wanted to do for a few years now. Crochet some pumpkins, and I really didn't get around to it. And then Jasmine showed her pumpkins, and I thought now is the time. So I crocheted my pumpkins on, and I put them on this wooden plate, and I added the squirrel my mom made from felt. She made it from felt, and she made it by hand. She turned 75 2 weeks ago, and she made this. So I had the squirrel last year in another display, but I thought I'm going to change it up. So Jasmine used little pieces of branch or cinnamon sticks. I don't know what she used, but she didn't crochet the things. And I thought, well, I crochet the pumpkins, let's give it a try. But the pumpkins are on my table for a few weeks now, but the stems, I didn't do them. So I did them yesterday afternoon. Well, it took me all afternoon and half my evening to make 3. It's a little fussy, but yeah, when I want something done, I'll keep doing it until I have it right. So yeah, but maybe when I make new ones, I will put in little branches or something else, because it was fussy. But I like my fall decor display. I don't know, I like it. So yeah, and I used big thick yarn. I think it was sport weight, I'm not sure. And this one, the green one, is just from Stylecraft, and I used the double. And I think that's what made it more fussy to crochet the stems, because you crochet an I-cord and then you fold it double. But because I used the yarn double already, then each stitch contains of 2 loops. So it was a bit fussy, but I made it work. So yeah. All right. Then I have 28 minutes and I've filmed 10 before. So I'm at 40 minutes now. Okay. I was thinking, oh, I have my new planner for next year. I'm not using a book of days. I really like the idea, but I need something I can do in one book. So keeping my agenda, my calendar, my what I've been watching, what I've been stitching on, I want to have it all in one place. So that's why I don't use the book of days. I really like them, but I'm happy with my planner. So this is my planner. I decorate with stickers, and the middle part is for stitching. The upper part is my agenda, my calendar, and on the bottom part it's for notes and what I've been watching and things I don't need to forget. But I ordered a new one, and because of the prices, there's one store I bought this last year from. They are not selling these planners this year because of the costs. So I had to find another place to order them, and I found one. And I have this one, Cozy Critters. I really love it. Let me, oh no, it's not possible. Well, look, I love the soft colors and cats and dogs. Yeah, it's a really nice one. So I ordered the stickers, the Cozy Critter stickers as well. So I can start decorating for next year. Oh yeah, things I bought. I told you I couldn't buy any patterns until the end of the year. But then my cousin died and I thought, you know what? I can drop that any minute. You don't know how much time you have left. And I was, yeah, I'm not that gloomy normally. I'm usually my perky self, but no, I was completely shocked and I couldn't give a, yeah, rat's bum. Let me be nice and not sweary. So I bought this pattern. It's called Rocking Robin. I only have the pattern here, so I'll put in a picture here. Jasmine was stitching this with a few others as a little stitch along, but I really liked the pattern and I thought I'll buy this one. But this was the only one I bought, really. I skipped on the hate sale and I felt really strong and all, but yeah, I really needed this. This was my retail therapy, and it was only a few dollars or pounds, I don't know. It wasn't that expensive, so if that's all, yeah, I didn't mind. I said to Tony, my friend, my colleague, stitchy friend, you know her, well, you know her because I'm talking about her, but you know what I mean. And I told Tony, you know what, I couldn't care less. I needed this. So yeah, you never know. So I bought flosses for the Rocking Robin. I bought flosses for, yeah, I only have the pattern here and I'm not sure if I can show you because it's from a magazine. I don't know which magazine. I have Readly. Really. Just, oh yeah, just cross stitch Halloween issue this year. Just cross stitch. Yeah, and it's on Readly as well. So I printed this one out because I saw this stitched, or someone was stitching it. Oh, there's this woman Flosstuber and she's now Flosstubing with other Flosstuber and her name is Anna. It will come to me. And she was stitching this, so I thought, oh, I really need to print that one out and order some flosses. So when I had to order flosses, I ordered them also. Then my order came in from Needlework Expo this August. Only from the Handwerk Boutique, because I ordered at Simone's as well, Atelier Soet Idee. But there's one, I ordered 3 and there was one pattern has not arrived yet. So I need to wait on that one, but that's okay. I really, really love this. Poppy by Hello from Liz Matthews. I need to hold it like this because of the glare. And I love it. Poppies are my favorite flowers. And tulips. But I love them both. And I needed this one, so I ordered this one. And I ordered Scary Sampler by Heartstring Samplery. And this is so pretty. Look at the border. It has skulls in it. Oh, you can't see. Let me take it out because it's really, really gorgeous. It's a really thick package in a really small bag. Okay. Look. I'm not sure if you can see it. Oh, it's not focusing. Can I get it to focus? Look. Over here. Skulls. Don't you just love it? Oh, I saw this and I thought, yes, this is the one for Needlework Expo. Well, I thought that about 20 times. So I had to delete a lot from my cart because, yeah. And then when I was at the store at the Handwerk Boutique, I was looking for this pattern by Prairie Schooler, and Annemiek had Prairie Schooler patterns, but she didn't have this one, so I asked about it. And Annemiek, if you're watching, graag gedaan. I was reading your newsletter the other day, so. Halloweenies by Prairie Schooler, and I love this. But because this wasn't in yet, or this hadn't arrived yet, I started the Trick or Treat Cottage Garden samplings to make little pillows up. But I'm going to stitch these. And I don't think they're very big. No, they're not. They are, oh, I don't know. It doesn't say on the pattern, but they're not that big. So I can stitch one every month or so. And then I will have the complete set by Halloween next year. Because I think I'm going to stitch them all. Maybe not this one, because I like this house better. Yeah, this one. I like this one better, but I love them all, actually. Yeah, so very happy with this one. And I ordered this before I decided not to buy any patterns until the end of the year. So this doesn't count. And then what do I need to show you next? Oh yeah, I dyed my fabric. Remember I bought this fabric at the Handwerk Boutique in August, the weekend with Jacob. I bought this fabric, greenish. I don't know what it's called or which number it has. And I dyed it for the raccoon. And I blank, but for 3 patterns from the Year in the Woods Cottage Garden samplings, and this is how it looks. I dyed it with Dylon olive green. I can't see anything, so I'm just, so this one, this is the side I'm going to, no, this is not the side I'm going to use. I think this one is the side I'm going to use. So yeah, I think it looks really pretty. So now you've seen both sides, and I'm going to use that for, because they all fit underneath each other. Okay. Oh, I have a I have a note. The barn owl, the ferret, and the raccoon are going on this fabric. So, and then what do I have? I need to, oh yes, I bought, let me think. Oh yeah, I remember. I showed you last time, I showed you the pattern from The Night Walk Down by the Blue Flower. I ordered fabric for this one. I ordered 40 count heather by Fiber on a Whim. Yeah, Fiber on a Whim. And it's heather. And it's gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. I think it shows up really true to color. I think. Yeah, look at it. I already love looking at it, and I haven't even put a stitch in, but no, this is better. I love it. It's a little bit more purple in real life. So I ordered this one because I was getting that project up for months and months and months, and I ordered the remaining flosses. Well, one wasn't available anymore, so I ordered Lagoon instead, and the pattern called for Seaweed, I think by the Gentle Art. And this is the conversion, the substitute, or I don't know how you call it, but yeah, this one. And then I ordered needles, 28. Yeah, 24 is bigger, right? 28 is smaller. I ordered 28 peacemakers because these are my favorite needles. I love, love, love stitching with these. And I thought for 1/1, because I was stitching on a Zeeland sampler from Zeeland, I thought the needle was too thick and I was using a 26. So I ordered 28 for 1/1 on various counts. And then I've ordered this one for gathering honey, matching with my sweater. This is Valdani and it's called, where are my glasses? It's called Tea Honey. So I ordered this one for gathering honey. I ordered this one as well, the Whisper for the bunny tail for the rabbit and the rose, which was a Expo release in the beginning of the year. March. I don't know where it is, whenever it is. And then I ordered this from another web shop because I don't think Simone has these. It's Diamant, DMC Diamant. At least in Dutch is diamant, diamond. And I needed this for a Christmas project for someone. So I'm not going to say anymore. But it's a really, really cute pattern, a Christmassy pattern. So yeah, I need to pick out fabric for that one because it's almost the end of October. Next week it's the end of October. And before you know it, if you blink your eyes, when you blink your eyes, it's Christmas. So I need to get starting on that one. Hi, I forgot something. I knew I forgot something. I need to show you these scissors. My mom gave them to me and they were from my great-grandmother. I'm named after her. And my great-aunt. I'm not sure. My mom didn't know. It's from she had this sewing box. I have a little tin from my great-aunt filled with buttons and thimbles. And my mom thought this one was in there as well. So she gave it to me. It's very, very old. Let me show you the tin. This is the tin from Auntie Mia. She was called Mia and she was my dad's aunt. And it's really old. I love it. I love these old tins. And there's even a picture of her in there. Look. This is Auntie Mia. I love it. I really do. And there's this old needle case. Marbled needle case. And all these buttons and thimbles. I have 2 thimbles in here. Oh. And she died years ago, but yeah. And she lived in the house my great-grandmother used to live in. And I remember when I was little, she was always glad to see me. I was the first granddaughter after great-granddaughter, after 4 or 5 grandsons. So yeah, I was named after her. And she used to call me Jodelientje. I don't know where she came up with that, but yeah. Isn't it? Yeah, I needed to show you. So I'm sorry. Bye. Then plans. I don't know. I really don't know. I want to finish a couple of things. I wanted to finish Friends of the Hearts. At least I want to pick that up again. And I have, let me put in a picture, Calavera Katrina by Modern Folk Embroidery. The Dark Crosses, one from the Dark Crosses. I need to finish, I want to finish that. And yeah, there's a lot. I have one by Ink Circles, Reflections of Amsterdam. I really want to pick up. And I was planning on doing a whip parade, but then my cousin died and everything wasn't important anymore. So there is coming a whip parade, but I'm not sure when. But I did not forget. And what I wanted, I'm planning not doing, because I heard myself say from the Halloweenies, I'm sorry, I'm a bit all over the place. I said about the Halloweenies maybe one a month, but with the star characters, I'm not sure. It's something you need to, and I don't like need to. if you know what I mean. So when I finished Star Characters, I love it. I still love the project, but I don't think I want to do a monthly project anymore. But you know, my plans, I can change my mind next week and it's going to be all different. So, but that's how I feel about it now. So, is there something else for plans? No, just stitching. Oh, I got the latest magazine from UK. What's it called? Cross Stitcher magazine. Yeah, I have a physical copy membership. I don't know, subscription. And there were these little yeah, well, I can't show them because the person I want to stitch them for, I'm not sure if they are watching my Flosstube, so I'm not showing that, but when I finish it, I will show it. So it's, by the way, for my daughter-in-law, because I stitched her a pillow last year and she really liked it, and I was planning on stitching them, her. I want to stitch for her every year a little something for Christmas. So I want that to be a tradition from now on. So we'll see. What have I been reading? Shadow of Night. Love, love, love. I even loved it better than the first one, All Souls. It's a trilogy, The Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. And yeah, I loved it. When I was sick last week, I finished the book because, yeah, I had a lot to go, but I didn't feel like stitching on Wednesday. I was really, really feeling awful. So I sat down in my wing chair with my feet up, a blanket. My husband brought me a cup of tea upstairs, and I've been reading this, and I love, love, love this. So when I was at work Sunday, I thought, let me see if the third one is in. And the third one was in. It's the Book of Life, and it's the last part of the trilogy. I'm watching the series now. I've started Saturday afternoon. I've started to watch Discovery of Witches. For the Dutch people, it's on Videoland. And I'm not sure, there was something else with Sky. I don't know, but it's not in the Netherlands. So I've been watching the first season. And it's only 8 episodes, and I thought they can't get the whole book because it's about 650 pages. You can't get it in 8 episodes. But I must say they did a good job. And yeah, so now I'm watching season 2, Shadow of Night book, and I'm reading part 3, the Book of Life. It's about Diana. She's working in Oxford as a historian, and she knows she's a witch, but she's doing research for something, and she asks for this manuscript at the Bodleian library. And when the clerk or the librarian goes to get it, it's not on its place. And then she takes the other books, and when she comes back, the book is in its place. And Diana gets the book. These strange things happen to her, and every creature in the surroundings, the vicinity, I don't know, who's in the neighborhood, they feel something, because it's about witches, demons, and vampires. And then she meets Matthew. He's a vampire, and they fall in love, and it's not done, a witch and a vampire. So yeah, all these things happen, and that's the first book, and it ends with with them time traveling, and then the first book stops, and then the second book starts when they arrive in 1590. Because last time I told you I'm not going to tell about the book because I don't want to spoil, but I thought, well, at least you need to know where the book is about. Or you don't need to do anything, but I want to tell you what the book is about. So yeah, it starts in 1590, and yeah, they meet his stepdad, Matthew's stepdad, and yeah, all these things happen, and then book 2 ends with them coming back. Well, book 3 starts with them being back, and I've just started reading this last night because I had another book, and I thought, well, I finished that first before I start this one. But I was watching the series last night, and I thought, no, so I'm bringing that back to work tomorrow, and I'm reading this. So I'm off today because I worked on Sunday. Then I always have the Tuesday after that I'm off. So I'm off work. So I'm going to work tomorrow. And yeah. Anyways, I love. If you like witches stories, vampires, if you like all that kinds of, I highly recommend, because it's really a good trilogy. Yeah. I recommended it to a colleague on Sunday because I picked it out of the collection, and I said to my colleague, "Oh, it's in. I can take it home." And another colleague passed by and said, "Oh, what's it about? And is it good?" And so I recommended it to her. So I'm not sure if she's going to read it, but yeah, I highly recommend. It's a great series. Okay, on TV as well. And then what have I been watching? Not a lot. I watched a lot. It was okay. We watched last Sunday. We watched Memory. It's a movie with Liam Neeson. It was okay. It was a typical Liam Neeson movie, but I liked it. But let me see. Where have I filmed last? Oh, Only Murders in the Building. That's a really nice series on Disney. I highly recommend. It's with Steve Martin, Martin Short, and all these Martins after my cousin passed away. It's so typical. It's just when you want to get pregnant, you see all these pregnant ladies and strollers and babies. It was just like that. When I was in the store, I heard people talk about a colleague. His name was Martin. And I came across that name a lot in the first few weeks after he passed away. So yeah, that's so silly. That's so weird. But anyways, Only Murders in the Building, a really good series. I highly recommend. Then we watched Blacklight, but I can't remember. What's it about? Oh, Queen Pins on Netflix. That was really fun. It's based on a true story. That was even more fun. It's about 2 ladies who completely go berserk about the couponing. You see that on there's this program, this show called Extreme Couponing. People who clip coupons and yeah. But there's this woman who is a really coupon fan, and they are with her neighbor. She's thinking of a plan, and they are going to fraud with couponing. And yeah, it's a really nice movie. And then we watched Gasoline Alley with Bruce Willis, but you can tell he's not well. So I didn't like that movie. I didn't like it. No. So my husband watched it, and I started stitching. A movie called Lou on Netflix. I highly recommend. It's about an older lady who lives a bit secluded, and she has a neighbor. Well, she rents the place out to this woman with a single mom with a daughter, and then the daughter gets kidnapped. So yeah, and there are a few surprises in the movie I didn't see coming. So highly recommend. And Hocus Pocus 2. We watched it last Saturday. So much fun. So yeah, if you are into Halloween movies and Bette Midler, and yeah, go watch Bette Midler. She is Bette Midler, right? Yeah, go watch Hocus Pocus 2. It's the first one was in, I don't know, 25 years ago. Yeah, 24 years ago, 89? Yeah, 98. is the first one, and now there's the second one. Yeah, it was fun. So, okay, that's it. I have, when Scott came back with his video, with his Flosstube, he had these prompts, and I have the questions, but it's already an hour, so I'm not going to do that. Scott, I didn't forget, but I wrote the answers down, but I'm doing that next time because it's going to be too long. You don't want to hear me ramble. You're here for the stitching, and I showed you the stitching. I told you about my books. I told you about what I've been watching, so it's good. Oh, one thing. Sorry, I forgot. Monique Flower Foxy Cross Stitch on Instagram and I are starting a stitch along. January 1st. I have it here. We did, right, Monique? Oh, it's been crazy week, so I see it here. We're going to start Everything is Better with a Little Magic. And it's a pattern from Emma Congdon, and it's from the Cross Stitcher magazine. You can find it on Readly, or if you have the magazine. So we don't have a hashtag yet, but I just wanted to mention it before I forget. I'm going to start a stitch along with Sarah, Sew Me Sarah. We did one last year, this year, by the Blue Flower. We started in January, and now we have another pattern in mind, but we're not going to start it on the 1st of January. I'm not good in pronouncing the first 2 months of the year in English. Anyway, we're starting a little bit later, but more on that later. So it's good now. I thought of something, and now I'm lost. It's lost in my head. Okay, can't believe I forgot something, as usual. But I'm not always filming a little clip to put in, so now I do. I totally forgot to tell you, next week is going to be Creado in Utrecht. It's in the middle of the Netherlands, and it's a very big craft fair from Wednesday until the whole weekend. So 5 days of craft pleasure. I'll be going on Thursday with my mom. So if you see me, come say hi. And yeah, I would really, really love that. So, okay, that's the first thing. And the second thing, well, the third, because I filmed another clip just now. I forgot to mention the new Flosstubers to me, and if I wait until next time, it's going to be... No. So I want to do this now. The first one I discovered was Corey Creates. Her name is Corinne, and I love how she was telling about her vacation. They went to Jamaica, and yeah, she really makes me laugh. She's the one with the hate parade, the little hate parade in her last video. And yeah, she had a bit of a rough time the last few months, weeks, and I hope everything is fine now. So then I started watching Garon Stitchery. It's Ronnie and Gary, I think. I just watched one. I watched the one, they have a web shop, and they did a parade, a pattern parade of all the Needlework Expo patterns. So yeah, go watch them. I really enjoyed their video. Then I watched Memphis Sarah E. She was new to me. I know her name from the blank. I know her name from, what is it called, on Instagram, with the prompts. And this year it was a weekend. Last year it was the whole month of August. I don't know. It's always scratching her nails if you think, what am I hearing? I don't know. Never mind. Memphis Sarah E. She's a very sweet lady, and yeah, go watch her. She's lovely. But I think you know her already. She's one of the big Flosstubers. And I've started watching Welcome Stitchery. They are so much fun. Justine and Shelly. Justine has a store, and they are filming, and I want to live in that store. Oh, it's great. It's great. all the flosses hanging behind them, and she has a laugh. When she laughs, you can't help but laughing. So they really helps me after my cousin passed away and I watched some of their videos. Yeah, it really helps to feeling better. So go and give them a watch because yeah, love their channel. And I think that's it for real now. So yeah, hope to see you next time. Bye bye. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the returning viewers. Thank you if you're new here and you liked my projects. And you can get over me being unorganized and chaotic. Please subscribe, and yeah, thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.